Namaste children, welcome back to a new session that is your separation of substances. So why do we need to separate substances and how to separate the substances we are going to learn in this block, that is your block 13, separation of substances. As a part of this chapter, separation of substances, at first we are going to learn what are solutions and how to make the solutions. So let us start our class. Block 13.1. So today's main aim of our class is to identify what is a solution. Along with that, we are even preparing the solutions by using the resources present here. Okay, so in our today's class, we are going to learn some of the keywords, like the first one is your solute and the second keyword, that is your solvent. So what is a solute? Solute means it is a substance that is always getting dissolved and which is always taken in a very smaller quantities in a mixture. So solute means it is a substance that always gets dissolved in another substance and even taken in a smaller quantities. It's called your solute.
Solute. A substance that gets dissolved and is usually present in small amounts in a mixture.
So now our next keyword, that is your solvent. Solvent means it is a substance which is having a capacity to dissolve something in it. Solvent means a substance which have a capacity to dissolve something in it. That we are calling as a solvent.
Solvent. A substance that can dissolve another substance.
Okay, so today let us start doing an activity. So to do the activity, we should have a water with us. Yes. So now after water, take these resources, that is a tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of sugar, sand, crushed dried leaves. So take all these four substances and take water along with these. Okay. Now take few beakers. If you are not having beakers, you even can use the glasses. You are having glasses, so you can even use those glasses. And now in these glasses, fill half of the glass with water. Yes. Now after filling half of the glass with water, take a tablespoon of sugar and dissolve that in water, means mix it in water. This is your sugar. Now take a tablespoon of salt and mix with water. Now take a tablespoon of sand, mix with water, and one more that is left out, that is take a tablespoon of dry crushed leaves and mix with water. So when you are mixing these four substances with water, observe them carefully so that you will understand few substances, they are getting mixed with water evenly, or you even can say thoroughly. Some of the substances are there, they are not getting dissolved, means they are not getting mixed with the water. So do this activity. After doing this activity, let us understand how we made a solution and what is a solute solvent in it, and even let us try to understand what are the substances that are mixed with the water and which one are not dissolved in the water. Okay, so for our understanding purpose, let's watch the video.
Some things mix evenly in liquids and form a solution. Some things do not mix and are insoluble. Things that dissolve in liquids are called solutes. Things in which solutes dissolve are called solvents. We use different solutions at home every day.
The activity which we did, where we noticed two things. One is a sand. A sand, it is not mixing in the water. Means it's not dissolving in the water. Such substances which are not dissolving in the water, we are calling them as a insoluble substances. If you will see one more thing, that is your salt and sugar. When you will observe this, these two are completely evenly, thoroughly they are dissolving in the water. So these type of substances which are getting dissolved in a solvent, those are called your soluble substances. Which are getting dissolved, mixed in the water are a solvent. We are saying them as a soluble substances. Which are not getting dissolved in the water or any solvent, then we are saying them as a insoluble substances. Okay, so now you should have an idea what is a solute and what is a solvent. So what is a solute and what is a solvent? The things are the substances which dissolve, which have a capacity to dissolve, that are called your solutes. Like your salt, sugar, yes, or your, when you are preparing a lemonade, lemon juice, so these are your solutes because they have a capacity, they will dissolve in something, so these are called your solutes. So these solutes, when you will observe, they're always taken in a smaller quantities. Always and always your solutions, they are taken in a smaller quantities. So now what are solvents? So things in which the solute dissolves or which have a dissolving capacity in them, that are called your solvents. Like your water. Water can dissolve maximum things in it. So water, we are saying it as a universal solvent. And one more thing, if you will see, these solvents, they are always taken in a larger quantities. These all are always taken in a larger quantities. Solute means the substances which are taken in a smaller quantities and which can get dissolved are called your solutes. The substances which are taken in a larger quantities and which able to dissolve something in them, that are called your solvents. Okay. So now in our activity, when you will observe clearly, which are the two things that have dissolved evenly to form a solution? Because whenever a solute and solvent, they are combined together, yes, then it forms a solution. Okay, so now in our activity, which two things are making evenly to form a solution? Yes, in, can you tell which two things have evenly mixed to form a solution? Yes, so the things that are like your sugar and salt, they are mixed evenly with water, that are making a solution. And one more thing, what is a solution? So what is a solution? Solution means it is the combination of both solute and solvent, where solute is dissolving in solvent and always taken in a smaller quantity. Solvent is taken in a larger quantity and it can make, it can dissolve something in it. Like when you are making a milk, yes, in that milk you are adding sugar. So sugar, it is taken in a smaller quantity and milk, it is taken in a larger quantity. So sugar becomes your solute and milk becomes your solvent. So solutions means the things where we can see the mixing of two objects or two substances with each other, where in those substances the one which is taken in a smaller quantity and which can get dissolved, it's called your solute, and the one which is taken in a larger quantity which have a dissolving capacity in it, it's called your solvent. Name any few solutions that we make or we use everyday life. So we are using plenty of solutions in our day-to-day life. Like while making a coffee, your mother, she is taking milk. In that she is using sugar and a coffee powder. So here milk, it will become your solvent. Sugar and coffee powders are your solutes because these are taken in a smaller quantity and it is in a larger quantity. So this is one solution we are using. Lemon juice when you are making, that is one more solution where salt, sugar and lemon juice, these are the solutes and water is the solvent. Of course we even can make a soap water, where the soap, it is your solute and water is a solvent. So like this n number of solutions in our day to day life we are preparing. So in our today's concept we understood what is a solute and what is a solvent and how to make a solutions. So now let us complete the worksheet that is given in your workbook page number 32. Yes, so if you will see this worksheet, so here the first question they were asking, which of these are solutions? Please tick beside the correct answer. So they are asking, the first one is salt and water. So it will form a solution. Oil and water. Did any time you notice oil mixing in water or the oil floats on water? It floats on water, so it's not making a solution. Sand and water. You have done the activity. Is the sand mixing in water or it is settled at the bottom? It is settled at the bottom, so it will not. Yeah, of course, this is one more. Ink and water. Ink mixes with the water. Okay. So now let us move to the second question. In the second question, they are asking, write the solute and the solvent in the given solutions. So they are giving three solutions, that is blue ink and water. So here in this blue ink and water, which one is the solute? Blue ink is the solute and water is the solvent because it's taken in a smaller quantities and water, it is dissolving blue ink in it, so it's in a larger quantities. So coffee powder, sugar and milk. Milk is the uh, solvent here, and coffee powder, sugar, these are the solutes. Lemon, honey juice and water. Water is the solvent, lemon juice and honey, these are the solutes. Okay, let us move to the third question. What solution is used in this activity shown in the picture? How does it help? So here the picture is saying washing clothes. So to wash the clothes we are using a detergent and we are mixing that in the water. So here a solution, it is made by mixing of a detergent and water. Yes, so it becomes a detergent water solution. And they are even asking, how does it help? It helps to clean the dirt that is present on the cloths. Okay, to clean, even it may be a dishwash detergent, washing clothes, they said. So it helps to make the clean the dirt that is present on the water. Okay children, now let us even complete the worksheet part that is given in your textbook page number 50. So here they are asking, write S in the brackets for the solutes that can dissolve in milk. Okay, crushed almonds. Even though you are crushing, almonds will settle down. Water, it will dissolve in the milk. Honey dissolves. Sugar dissolves resins. No, they won't dissolve. Okay. So which of these will dissolve in water? Black pepper and glucose powder. Glucose powder will dissolve in the water. What is the solute and what is the solvent? Solute means a substance which is taken in a smaller quantities and can dissolve in another substance while preparing a solution. And what is a solvent? A substance that have a dissolving capacity in it and it is always taken in a larger quantities. It's called your solution. Now find a drink that is solution containing 3 solutes. Find a drink that contains 3 solutes. Also write the name of each solute and solvent in the drink. The best one that we prepared, that is a lemonade solution, where you are having a lemon juice, one solute, salt another solute, and sugar another solute, and these three we are mixing in a solvent, that is your water. Okay children, watch the video carefully and complete the worksheet and practice questions from your textbook. Thank you so much.